Well, hello. How y'all doing today? Review guy here. And today I'm going to do a how-to video. Now you're probably asking yourself, how to what? Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you, in case you do not know, on how to refill a bunch of balloons. Okay, so the way it starts is, first, okay, so here's how it happens. So you buy the balloons, called bunch O balloons, which everybody knows what they are. They come on little stems like this. Well, most people don't know, like I didn't know when I first started buying them, that you can actually refill these. But they don't sell them like on bunchofballoons.com, which they should. They sell them actually on Amazon, and it comes in these big bags right here. So what you have here in this big bag, which I already have some open, so I may or may not be using these in this video. But what this is it comes with 1,400 balloons, it says, and 1,400 rubber bands, and 4 or 5. Let's see if I got one that's empty. Yes, I do. Hang on just a minute. Here's one I've already started, but I'm going to start a new one just for demonstration purposes. But it comes with about 4, I think, maybe 5 of these that you put your rubber bands on, which I'll get to in a minute. So first what you want to do is open your balloons, and here's the little tiny rubber bands that you can barely see it comes with. It comes with those little tiny, really small rubber bands, just so that it goes around the balloon. Can't even really see it, so that was pointless. So we'll get started here. Okay, so we're going to put those over there because I may or may not need them. If you want to know what that bag looks like empty, bam, there it is. And over here off camera, I got a bunch of balloons in a pile. So what you do is first is you get your balloons and your rubber bands, and you get one of these. Okay. Now this may not seem like a difficult thing for most people, but I actually thought the very first time I did this that you had to take this end off, and then you would slide that all the way through to the end with the balloon on this thing. I think I had it already. I had it on this or inside it, and then put the rubber band on that way. In other words, the way I was doing it would take like 4 hours to reload this. But that is not how you do it. You can actually, I've seen videos on people actually doing this with with some O-rings and like O-rings and like a pin. You put it on like a felt tip pin tube, put it in there, do it like that. But I have never tried it yet anyway. I've just been using these things that it comes with, real easy. So what you want to do is you want to get your rubber bands, and that point there, the tippy point thing, you just want to slide them on here like so. And I usually try to get you can probably get about 8 or 9 of these on here at once. I think my most I've gotten is probably about 9. But you want to get them close to each other as you can without having them touch, because if they touch, it's a pain in the butt to get them like separated from each other. You have to like really, I usually do it about like that, leave a little gap, because like I said, if that goes over anymore, it'll get in touch with that one. It'll take you it's really tough to get that get them apart from each other. So I'll just do it about like that. Put 6 or 7 on here at a time. And as you see what I mean by that, getting close, if that were any further, you would have to like really pry to get it unlocked, because these rubber bands like stick to each other really good. Okay, so I'm not going to keep doing this because you know how to do it once I've shown you once. You just keep putting those on there until it's full, and it'll look like this. This is a full one. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so my wife loaded these, and she only put like 6, I guess, at a time, but you could probably push that one a little closer and maybe that one a little bit, and put another 2 or 3 on it. But ideally, here we go, this one has more on it. So that one's a good example of a full one. Okay, so once it's full, I'm just going to put that down. You get your balloon, instead of doing like I did, which was try to jam it inside this little tube before you put it on this thing. Oops, it goes a rubber band. You put it like so. Simple, right? Put it over the tube. Then you get this, your little tube, you put that, you put the balloon through that, and the rest is easy peasy. You just obviously slide the rubber band on like so, then you have one balloon. So the one balloon, I usually pull them up a little bit till there's about, maybe half an inch or so of space, because what happens is, as you already know this, when you plug it into the hose and it blows up the balloons, if you have this right up against that, it will not blow up the balloon, because the water and the straw, you know, not to state the obvious, it doesn't it won't work. Okay, that was one of my experiments, so I know it won't. So then you just continue the process. 35, I believe, is on one of these things, so you have to do it 34 times. Now, when you have, which I'm going to show you in just a moment, when you have a daughter that loves balloons, and you literally have like 20 of these things, only one time have I let them all run out. And man, I'll tell you what, I was sitting on this table for like an hour and a half refilling them, because it's one thing like this one I screwed up on because the rubber band was too skinny, so we'll just get rid of it. But it's one thing if it's easier to do with two people, because one person can put the rubber bands on this, the other one can just load them. But sometimes I don't always have two people helping, so you know, you just do it like that. Repeat the step until you got them all, which will end up like this. Bam. So now I can probably reload one of these in about 10 minutes. The first few times it was probably like 20-30 minutes. I mean, it just took forever. So I hope this video helped you out a little bit on how to reload a bunch of balloons, because I know there's not enough videos out there showing people how to do these kind of things, so I wanted to make one. Let's see, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Please subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next video. Review Guy out.